Are you ready? This is Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils basketball on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
This is a production of MidPennBroadcasting.com, where over 70 local sporting events a year stream live to your PC, laptop, phone, and tablet. Tonight's game is brought to you by F&M Trust. They're in the community and 100% local. Come to the right place for local banking. Member FDIC. Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent. RE/MAX Premier Executives, Agent Lois Bayer. Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 35 years. Brothers Pizza Dine-In, carry-out and delivery, 50 Pine Drive, Greencastle. LeCron Comfort Solutions, serving all Franklin County with professional service and installation. Klein Tours, New York City, Atlantic City, and more. Visit kleintours.net for complete tour schedule. Now, let's join our Mid-Penn broadcasting team for the live play-by-play action of tonight's game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to South Middleton School District in Boiling Springs, Pennsylvania, as the Boiling Springs Bubblers try to extend their season to 4-0. The Bubblers come into this game tonight winning 3 straight. They beat Greenwood 81-37, Spring Grove 67-54, and on Wednesday night, Cumberland Valley by a score of 52 to 51. The Blue Devils come in tonight looking to extend their season to a record to 3-1. Blue Devils opened the season in the Franklin County Tip-Off Tournament, beating James Buchanan 55-38. Then losing in the championship game to Chambersburg 42-38. And then, of course, playing James Buchanan again on Tuesday night in a much closer game, 57-47. So Blue Devils trying to get to 3-1 tonight, and the Boiling Springs Bubblers trying to make it 4-0. Good evening, everyone. Again, I'm Mike Montadoro, along with our wonderful cameraman, Steve Sibio, who's going to be bringing you all of the action live as this game gets underway. A couple of things tonight. The Bubblers are the 2013 Colonial Division champions. So they're looking for a repeat of a back-to-back season, back-to-back championship seasons. And right now, what a year they're having. 81 points in the first game, 67 in the second game, and then 52 in the third game. So they're off to they're like an offensive juggernaut out here. Blue Devils, on the other hand, trying to go with a little bit of a youth movement out here. You've got probably their 2 top players right now, Casey Hoover and Brian Gemby. Brian Gemby had a big night. His first night as a freshman, he had 16 points, 20 points in his second night, and then in his third night of the season, let me look very quickly, Warriors having about 17, 16, 20, 30, so about 10.9 points in his third game. So interesting to see how the Blue Devils match up. Talked to Coach Martin on Chalk Talk last night from the John Allison Public House, and please don't forget that you can always join us at the John Allison House for Chalk Talk. You can always email us your questions, get your questions in ahead of time, and we'll ask them for you. Follow us on Twitter at MidPenn Broadcasting, and then MidPennBroadcasting.com as well to find out who our guests will be each week for our Thursday night show. It's also ladies' night on Thursday night. Give you half off entrees for that. And Gary Klein says if you come in on Thursday night and say, Gary, I heard about this show when I was watching the broadcast or listening to the broadcast, he will buy you a beer one time. just one time. We've yet to have anyone take us up on that, but it is available to you. And we don't promote drinking beer by no means. So, but if you're coming into John Al's house, you can get an iced tea if you'd like, or even a soda pop. And Gary'd be happy to do that as well. So again, Chalk Talk on Thursday night. Talked to Coach Martin, and he said, we're young right now. We're trying to do some things. The future is bright because of our youth, and we'll see how that plays out tonight. This is going to be a great test for a young Blue Devil team to come in here and play last season's Colonial Division champion, who is off to an incredible 3-0 start. We'll be right back after these words to give you the starting lineups on the F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com and GameTimePA.com.
Hello.
Okay, people, here's your chance to come clean. Been punished? What did you do?
I backed into a tree.
I got dinged at the mall.
I hit black ice, then a parked car.
And your punishment was?
They raised my auto premium.
Here's how to stop the punishment. Get Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. With Rate Lock, you'll get a low rate that stays low, even if you file a claim. You're locked in until you change cars, drivers, or your address.
Oh.
Which means when you call on us, you'll feel like you're supposed to feel. Relieved.
For complete details or to get a seriously good quote, call Antrim Insurance. In Greencastle, call 593-0500. In Waynesboro, call 762-4565.
See for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with Erie. Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage. Insured must meet necessary underwriting guidelines. Premium may change if you make policy changes. Not all products are offered in all states. Patent pending.
It's home equity season at F&M Trust. The best time of year to rake in big savings with some of the best rates around on a home equity loan or line of credit. To rake in your savings during home equity season, visit fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Brothers Pizza is a proud supporter of the Greencastle Blue Devils. Brothers Pizza offers a full menu, and breakfast is served 7 days a week. Don't forget Brothers Pizza for your next football party or special event. Our menu selection is great for football parties, birthdays, and other special occasions. Dine in, carry out, and delivery. 50 Pine Drive, Greencastle, next door to Comfort Inn. Phone 597-5322 or order online at mybrospizza.com.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Chalk Talk. We talk high school basketball every Thursday night at 7:30 on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, and 1685 East Main Street, Waynesboro. We are about ready to give you the starting lineups tonight, and then we will play the national anthem and get this thing underway. As you said, Thursday night on Chalk Talk, we talked to Coach Martin. He said tonight was going to be a great test for his team and just kind of decide where they are as a team. They're a young group, but where are they going and where they are. This is going to be a great matchup for them. As we said, Boiling Springs comes in this game 3-0 with 3 big wins. The biggest win so far of the season was over Cumberland Valley, 52-51, and Greencastle comes in 2-1, but really have only played James Buchanan and Chambersburg, and they beat JB twice. So for tonight's starting lineups, for the Blue Devils, Logan Springs, number 3. Number 22, Casey Hoover. Number 32, Brian Gemby, the freshman. And number 13, Sam Sprague. And number 5, Spencer Myers. That rounds off the top 5, or the first 5 for the Blue Devils. Again, it's number 3, Springs, 5, Myers, 13, Sprague, 22, Hoover, and 32, Gemby. And here we are for Boiling Springs Bubblers. Number 2, Hunter Breon. Number 4, Brian Malone. Number 3, Matt Barber. Number 3, Garrett McHenry. And I believe it was 25, or number 5. Number 5, Trent Thompson. broadcast is brought to you by Mobile Express Deposit from F&M Trust. With Mobile Express Deposit, you can use your smartphone camera to point, click, and deposit checks anytime. Mobile Express Deposit, another great feature built into the F&M Trust mobile app. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC. All right, we are just about ready to get underway here with the opening tip. Starters again for Boiling Springs. Number 3, Matt Barber. Number 2, Hunter Breon. Number 4, Brian Malone. 23, Garrett McHenry. And number 5, Trent Thompson. 20 couple points scored by Garrett McHenry on Wednesday night against Cumberland Valley. Tip controlled by the Blue Devils. Logan Springs gets it to Myers. Myers to Casey Hoover. Logan Springs down in the right, trying to get it back up top of the key to Hoover. Hoover takes the long 3. Nope, 2-pointer on the line. Hoover gets the first bucket of the night. Right inside the 2-point line. Hunter Breon with the basketball. Hunter Breon dribbling down to his left. Logan Springs defending him. Now he comes in. He finds wide open in the lane for a little turnaround jumper that doesn't go for Trent Thompson. Blue Devils able to rebound. Casey Hoover with the basketball. Casey Hoover looking to drive. Takes it the whole way down the paint and off the glass. It doesn't go, but Trent Thompson comes down with the rebound. Hunter Breon. Breon takes it down through the paint himself, high off the glass. Doesn't go, but the rebound controlled by the Bubblers. Number 4, Brian Malone. Brian Malone takes it to the rim. He can't get his shot to fall, but he is fouled. So Malone will go to the line and shoot 2. That foul is on number 32, Brian Gemby. And Gemby has a little bit of a foul trouble in the first 3 games. He fouled out of the championship game against Chambersburg, and he had 4 on Tuesday night. Malone misses the first one, but makes the second one. So the score is 2-1. Blue Devils lead with 7:03 to play in the first quarter. Casey Hoover with the basketball. Dribbles to his left. Hunter Breon defending him. Now Sprague. Sprague, top right side of the key. Gets it to Gemby. Gemby with the basketball. Now to Myers. Myers drives down through. Pulls up to get the little pull-up jumper, and Myers hits that. And Blue Devils off to a fast start, 4-1. Now Malone all by himself. The fancy roll off the glass. And Malone gets a bucket. It's 4-3, 6:33 to go, first quarter. Sam Sprague with the basketball for the Blue Devils. Sprague down to his right. Logan Springs takes the long 3 off the rim, doesn't go, and here comes Hunter Breon for the Bubblers. Hunter Breon takes it to the glass, and he just took it in strong. That's what they're going to do, run right to the basket. Casey Hoover gets called for the foul on that one. And Breon's going to shoot 2. Hoover picks up his first foul. 2 fouls for the Blue Devils. Hunter Breon makes the first one. That's his first point tonight. Tie game, 4-4. Chance to take the first lead of the night for the Bubblers. And they do. Breon hits that one. He's got 2, 5-4. Bubblers lead. Logan Springs the ball. A little bit of a full court press here. Now Springs breaks the press. Takes it down into the lane off the glass. Doesn't go. And the Bubblers come out with the basketball. Hunter Breon looking for someone to give it to. Breon with the ball. Trying to get it inside. They do. Fancy spin move. Hook shot. Doesn't fall for McHenry. And Sam Sprague comes out with the basketball. Trying to get McHenry to turn. Sprague takes it to the hole. Doesn't get it to fall in. Here come the Bubblers with numbers. Breon into the white. Off the glass. It doesn't go, but Breon gets fouled. And that foul is going to be on number 3, Logan Springs. That's his first foul. Breon will shoot 2. Misses the first one. So far on the season, he's an 81% free throw shooter. And misses that one as well. That'll mess up his percentage. But the Bubblers get the putback. And Matt Barber gets the rebound, puts it right back in. Bubblers lead 7-4. Casey Hoover with the basketball, looking for Springs underneath, doesn't get the pass through. Bubblers, Breon, cross the half-court line. Breon dribbles to his right, loses control of the basketball. Now you got Casey Hoover going to take it to the basket. Casey Hoover, fancy move he puts on Trent Thompson, and he finishes. So give Hoover 4. Blue Devils down by 1, 5:06 to go. First quarter action. Thompson, that's blocked by Gemby, but Malone gets it. Malone underneath, drives to the basket, too tight, but right there is Trent Thompson for the rebound and the putback. So Trent Thompson with 2. That's stolen by Malone. The inbound pass, he gets it right in. Malone's got 5, and now it's 11-6 that quickly. The Bubblers lead. Sam Sprague all by himself. Gets it to Hoover. Hoover off the glass. Hoover gets it to go. They break the press quickly. This game is up and down the floor, man. The Bubblers are pushing the basketball. We didn't see this kind of push from Chambersburg or JB coming into tonight. McHenry loses control of the ball, picks it up, tries to get it across to Thompson. The little jumper at the elbow, off the rim. Same team. Same team trying to get the rebound. Gemby comes out with it. Gemby to his right, now looks to his left, finds Sprague. Sprague finds a Hoover cutting, but he's triple teamed inside. Dribbles, now he's going to take it to the bucket, and no foul called. Coach Martin beside himself on that one. Long bounce pass to McHenry, turn around, shoot, doesn't get it to go. Hoover with the rebound. Woo, we are moving. 3:49 to go, 11-8. Blue Devils trail by 3. Gemby with the basketball. He gets into the purple. Oh, in the rim and out, doesn't fall. And here comes Breon with the basketball for the Bubblers. Gets it up to Malone. Malone looking across the court, nothing there. Now he sees him wide open for a long two-pointer. Is number 3, Matt Barber, and he nails it. 13-8, Bubblers lead by 5, 3:20 to go. Hoover finds Myers standing down at the three-point line. Myers decides to take it in. He doesn't get it to go. Malone knocks it away. Springs picks up the rebound. The long hook shot far up off the glass, nowhere near the rim. And here come the Bubblers quickly. They move fast, these Bubblers. Thompson with the basketball. Gets it back to Malone. Now they get it to Breon to say settle it down. Springs defending him. McHenry with the basketball. He pulls up with a little pause jumper. Doesn't go. Gemby rebounds it. Gets it up to Sprague. Sprague looks to his right. Hoover's there. Thinking about the 3. Now he goes baseline. Up off the glass. Doesn't get it to fall. But he's going to get a call that time. It looks like that's going to be on Malone. White, number 4, is Brian Malone. That's his first foul. So Hoover going to shoot 2. Casey Hoover having his struggles this year so far. He's got the first one. Casey right now on the season, and we're early in the season, has been a 53% free throw shooter. Not where you'd like to see Casey Hoover. You like him around the 80% mark. Second one doesn't fall. Bubblers with the ball. 2:35 to go. 13-9 Bubblers lead. And you got a block on Gemby. He picks up his first foul quickly, just like that. Raquel Dawkins tries to beat him to the baseline. Gemby blocks Raquel's pursuit. Blue Devils making some substitutions. Raquel Dawkins comes into the game, passes it to Malone. Looking for Breon. Breon with the basketball all the way across court. They try to get Malone underneath. He's not there. Shot taken by number 42, Corey Bowers. Corey Bowers gets that one blocked. Hunter Gosshorn also in the game. Malone, Brian Malone, top of the key. They find Breon. Breon pulls up, hits the 3. It doesn't go. Rims out. Now the Blue Devils come back. Lead pass to Casey Hoover. He can't find it. That ball knocked out of bounds by the Bubblers. And for the Blue Devils right now, And number 4 is in the game, and I don't have him on my sheet because I don't have a JV roster. So I'd like to be able to tell you who that is. Echo takes it to the rim. He can't get it to fall. It's 13-9. Bubblers lead, 1:53 to go. Breon with the basketball. Breon to Malone. Malone in the corner. Malone gets the ball back. Now throws top of the key to Breon. Way down deep in the corner. Now back out to Malone. There's Rocky. Rocky takes the shot off the rim. Doesn't go. Rebound by the Bubblers. Sprague with the block on the putback, and Malone tries to go up. The ball's up and around and moving. And here come the Blue Devils. Sam Sprague leaping out of the gym to get the rebound. Tried to get it into Echo. Echo, the ball's on the ground because it was knocked away. He goes down. They wanted a timeout here. Coach Martin was trying for a timeout, but the ball was on the floor. They called jump ball, 1:21 to go, and the Bubblers have the basketball. Breon with the basketball. Gets it over to Rocky. Rocky Dawkins. Now Breon for 3. Breon, long 3, front of the rim. It won't fall. Bubblers come out of the pile with it, but they don't, and they save it. The Blue Devils, here comes Hoover all by himself. And Casey Hoover with the finish. He's got a quick 9 points in this game. Blue Devils have 11 points. Casey Hoover has 9. Bubblers with the basketball. Nice jump shot. Little turnaround jumper at the elbow for Hunter Gosshorn. He's got 2. 15-11, 36 seconds to go in this first quarter. Greencastle trails by 4. Gemby gets the ball out to our friend number 4, then to Echo. Echo with the basketball to Gemby. Gemby takes the long 3-pointer and he shoots. And one thing we've learned shortly is you can't leave Gemby by himself wide open. He's going to hit most of those. 15-14, 1-point game, 8 seconds to go. And the Bubblers lose the basketball out of bounds. And you got 5.3 in the quarter. And Blue Devils going to try to set up their offense, get down the floor and get a shot off here. Gemby inbounding the ball. Tell him to take off and get to the 3-point line. There's Hoover, pulls up for 3. That ball's blocked from behind, and the shot never gets to the rim. And we're going to take a break here on the F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com and GameTimePA.com.
It's home equity season at F&M Trust. The best time of year to rake in big savings with some of the best rates around on a home equity loan or line of credit. To rake in your savings during home equity season, visit fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Are you ready? This is Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils basketball on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Oh, what a great song. Apropos for the event that we have tonight. The activity up and down the floor. It's a 1-point game. Blue Devils trail by 1 as we go into the second quarter. Greencastle won the JV game earlier tonight, 48-42, won by 6. So Blue Devils started off tonight winning the first one of the doubleheader, trying to get number 2 here, trailing by 1. Blue Devils have 4 fouls, Bubblers only 1. The Bubblers like to push the ball and they move fast. Casey Hoover with the basketball. Logan Springs gets it inside to Spencer Myers, and Spencer Myers loses control of the ball, and it's going in the Blue Devils' favor. Blue Devils have 14 points in this game. Gemby has 3, Hoover has 9, and Myers has 2. So Hoover kind of putting on an offensive show tonight. Bubblers with the basketball. They get it down in the corner. The shot goes up, doesn't go, but McHenry is underneath, gets the rebound. He can't get it to go. Tries it again. That time he gets fouled, and he'll shoot 2. That foul is on number 13, Sam Sprague. His first foul tonight. McHenry gets the first one to fall. Those are his first points of the night. McHenry from the free throw line so far this year is a 50% shooter. Oh, and he makes that one, so he's going to increase his odds as the season goes on. 2 points for him. They extend their lead to 3. 17-14 second quarter. Gemby with the basketball. Gets it to Sprague. Sprague looking for someone to give it to. Dribbles to his right. Tries to get it to Hoover. Knocked out of bounds by Breon of the Bubblers. Greencastle will maintain possession. Sprague to Hoover. Getting it to Logan Springs. Logan Springs right down the lane. Takes it all the way down himself. Great play by Logan, and he's got a bucket. 17-16, 7:05 to play. Inside to McHenry. McHenry right up off the glass. That's what the Rockets couldn't do with Heggie, but the Bubblers can do it with McHenry. Trying to beat the press. Now Hoover with the basketball. Down in the corner to Myers. Myers all the way across court to a wide open Gemby. And again, you can't let him do that. Gemby takes that shot. 2 shots Gemby has tonight and 6 points on the scoreboard. 19-19. Tie game. 6:28 to go, second quarter. Long three-pointer by the Bubblers doesn't go. Brian Malone with the basketball. Gets it to Hunter Barber, over to Thompson. Thompson's shot blocked by Gemby. Thompson gets it back. They find Barber in the paint. That ball gets swatted out of bounds by Logan Springs. So Blue Devils, a lot of energy, a lot of life out there tonight. Breon with the basketball. Goes deep to Malone. Malone to Barber. Malone back to Barber. Thompson. Trent Thompson gets it up to the top of the key to Barber. Barber drives in the paint. Goes to shoot it at the foul line. It's blocked by Casey Hoover. Here goes McHenry. He drives down, pulls up jumper, doesn't go. Spencer Myers with the rebound. He's going to dribble it out, get it to Gemby. Gemby with McHenry in his face pulls out a long three-pointer from out at the volleyball. I don't even know what line that is in volleyball, the 10-foot line. And he goes and gets that one. So Blue Devils up by 3, 22-19. Malone under the basket, little spin move. He doesn't get it to fall, but he does pick up the foul from Myers. Myers' first foul tonight. And Brian Malone will shoot 2. We got to take a timeout here by the Blue Devils on the F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com and GameTimePA.com.
Hey, insurance companies that want to spend $1 gazillion on funny TV ads can go right ahead, as long as it's not my money paying for it. For seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance, I go to Erie Insurance, where a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products. But don't just take it from me. Talk to your local Erie agent.
Call Antrim Insurance. In Greencastle, call 593-0500. In Waynesboro, call 762-4565.
Chalk Talk. We talk high school basketball every Thursday night at 7:30 on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Welcome back to Boiling Springs High School as Brian Malone at the foul line makes his first foul shot. He's 2 of 3 tonight, and he pulls within 2 of the Devils. Malone fouled by Spencer Myers under the basket. His second shot off the front of the rim, then the back of the rim, then pops out. Sam Sprague with the ball. Sprague gets it to Gemby. Gemby beats Malone off the dribble, finds Spencer Myers all by himself under the basket, and Spencer Myers has 2 here. And don't look now, but the Blue Devils lead by 4, their biggest lead of the night. Spencer Myers gets the ball stripped from Hoover, and Spencer slowing it down, looking for some help. He finds Sam Sprague for 3 all by himself off the front of the rim, and no one there but Breon to get the rebound. Hunter Breon down through the paint. Fancy move by him, but there's McHenry to finish. And McHenry, he's got 6 quiet points right now. It's 24-22, Blue Devils up. 4:40 to go in the second quarter. Logan Springs gets it to Myers in the corner. Back to Logan Springs. Casey Hoover with the basketball. Logan to his right. They're in the motion offense. They don't get the cutter, but they find Gemby all by himself for three. And Gemby's taken 4 shots in this game. All 4 have been three-pointers, and he's made all 4 of them. Malone underneath finds Barber cutting in. Matt Barber on the cut, and he gets the finish. So it's 24-27, Blue Devils lead. 4:07 to go, second quarter. Casey to Sprague. 6 fouls for the Blue Devils, still only 1 for the Bubblers. The cutter, Hoover, off the glass and in. Hits the rim, bounces off the glass and goes in. Hoover now has 11. Barber all by himself takes it off the glass, back of the rim. It can't go, but Myers with the rebound for the Blue Devils, and he brings it up quickly. Blue Devils, there goes Gemby. He's shooting from way downtown. That's the first one he misses, but Hoover's there for the rebound and the putback. Hoover now has 13 points quickly. 31-24, biggest lead of the night for the Blue Devils, a 7-point lead with 3:24 to go, and this could be the shocker of the week. Barber takes a shot from inside the purple. It doesn't go. Turnaround jumper by McHenry. He's got a nice touch around the basket, that kid. He's a nice basketball player. He makes the difficult stuff look easy around the bucket. Hoover dribbles to his right, gets it to Spencer Myers, and they find Hoover on the give and go. Hoover gets it to fall, and he gets fouled on the play, so he's going to shoot an extra one. That foul on the Bubblers, number 5. Oh, sorry, nope, number 2, Hunter Breon. That's his first foul, team second foul. So Casey's got an opportunity to make a non-traditional three-point play. And there it is, the and one. Or that is the traditional, I guess you'd say, if you're old school. 15 for Hoover, 34-26, Blue Devils lead by 8. Trent Thompson with the shot off the glass, doesn't go. Echo with the rebound. Spencer Myers, Gemby to Myers to Echo. Echo takes it right to the hole, puts it in. You may have looked on the TV screen or the computer screen and thought he took one too many steps, but no call. And then here comes Barber to settle everything down. He comes, hits it with a little two-pointer for himself. And this game is crazy back and forth. Oh, try to get it to Echo underneath. He mishandled the pass. It's 36-28, 2:14 to go. Blue Devils lead in the second quarter. Hunter Breon with the basketball. He's got Ian Gelsinger in his face defending him. Gelsinger trying to push him one way. He throws the pass. Myers intercepts it. Myers decides to take it into the paint. And then we got a block on Breon. And that's going to be his second foul quickly. Hunter Breon picks up foul number 2. That's their third foul. Substitutions coming in. Sprague in for Echo. Malone on the floor for Breon. Hoover gets it to Sprague at the top of the key. He goes to his left, dribbles in, loses the handle of the ball, and McHenry has it, and Malone coming up all by himself. Doesn't get it to fall. And now we got a foul on, it looks like we got a foul on Malone. White, number 4. That's going to be on Brian Malone, his second foul. So the Bubblers have 4 fouls, 2 by Breon, 2 by Malone. Greencastle has the basketball, 36-28. I think that's an 8-point lead. 1:43 to go, second quarter. Logan Springs with the basketball. Down in the corner to Sam Sprague. Sam Sprague bounces it to Hoover. Hoover high off the glass, doesn't go, but Spencer Myers is on the other side. He gets the ball, rebound, and the putback, and Spencer Myers has 6. 38-28, 10 points. Separate these two. Raki, Barber, Barber finds McHenry underneath. McHenry takes the jumper off the back of the rim, doesn't go. But that foul is going to be on, that's on Sprague? Wow. That's a tough one. I thought Sammy was standing there and Barber jumped into him, or Thompson jumped into him, but I guess not. So we're shooting a 1-and-1. First one goes for Thompson. Trent Thompson, 3 points in this game tonight, 67% free throw shooter on the season. Gets the second one to go as well, so he now has 4. Blue Devils lead by 8, 38-30, 1:05 to go, second quarter. Casey Hoover with the basketball. Hoover dribbles to his right, gets it to Gelsinger. Gelsinger looks in the corner to Myers. Myers comes down baseline, finds Echo cutting into the basket, and Echo gets fouled, and he's going to shoot 2. So Josh Echo will go to the line. That foul is on number 5, Trent Thompson, his first foul. Echo, knees bent, ball up and in. Nice rotation on the basketball. He's got 3 points. Josh Echo is 100% on the season. That was his first foul shot. And now he's 50%. McHenry with the ball. Gets it down in the corner. Loses control of it. Gemby picks it up. He tries to get it to Hoover. Hoover gets it right at the baseline. They get it to Echo. There they find Gemby. Ooh, thought he was going to take that one. Gelsinger for 3 off the rim. Doesn't go. But there's Spencer Myers right there for the putback. And Bubblers having all kinds of trouble against these Blue Devils. They're back up by 11. And then, of course, here comes Rakee Dawkins to make it a 9-point game. 41-32, 16 seconds to go. Blue Devils lead in this Colonial Division game. Blue Devils 2-0 in the division, with an opportunity to be 3-0 in the division. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Blue Devils. And here comes Rakee Dawkins. Dawkins comes down the right side, takes a little pull-up jumper off the glass. He doesn't get it to go. McHenry comes out. Gemby knocks it out of bounds on McHenry. And the buzzer ends with the Blue Devils 41 and the Boiling Springs Bubblers 32. We'll be back to recap the first half right after these words on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com and GameTimePA.com.
Days are shorter now, and South Central PA is showing off her best fall colors. That means home equity season at F&M Trust. The best time of year to rake in big savings with some of the best rates around on a home equity loan or line of credit. Access extra funds for anything you want. Consolidate high-interest bills, keep up with college expenses, or get whatever you need. It's up to you. To rake in your savings during home equity season, visit any F&M Trust office or fmtrustonline.com. Restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.
Every day, Fast Signs helps businesses like yours with their visual communications. We ask the right questions, recommend smart solutions, and help you build your business. Our knowledgeable consultants uncover your communication challenges and provide visible solutions. At Fast Signs, we're innovators, planners, and designers. We're more than fast, more than signs, and we're more than ready to help. Contact Fast Signs today.
Visit www.fastsigns.com or visit us at our Greencastle and York locations.
Klein Tours presents Springtime in Myrtle Beach, April 26th through the 30th. Join us for a 5-day, 4-night trip to the Grand Strand. Our package includes round-trip motor coach, oceanfront accommodations, 8 meals, 4 shows, shopping at Broadway at the beach, and barefoot landing. Shows include Good Vibrations at the Carolina Opry, a virtual tour of the popular music the baby boomer generation grew up with, 1. The show at Alabama Theater, an incredible entertainment experience. Hot Jersey Nights at the Palace Theater. It's a nostalgic trip down memory lane to celebrate the hit songs of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, and legends in concert, the world's greatest tribute artists. All this great resort has to offer is only a few clicks away. For more information and reservations, visit kleintours.net or phone 717-597-5997.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Chalk Talk. We talk high school basketball every Thursday night at 7:30 on midpennbroadcasting.com.
Tonight's halftime show brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, and 1685 East Main Street, Waynesboro. And let's run down the scoring of the first half, and what a first half it's been, especially for the Blue Devils. I think you couldn't find anyone in South Central Pennsylvania that thinks at this point the Blue Devils will be up by 9, but it's 41-32 at the half. And for the Blue Devils, and one of the things the Blue Devils have had trouble with so far this year in their games is Hoover and Gemby have been scoring all their points, and then you don't find too many other folks on the score sheet. Tonight, that's a little bit different. Hoover does lead all scorers with 15. Gemby has 12 points. He's 4 of 5 from the three-point line tonight with 12 points. And then you have Spencer Myers with 8, Logan Springs with 2, Josh Echo with 3. All that for the Blue Devils. If we look at the Bubblers side of the score ledger, you have Garrett McHenry and Matt Barber with 8. Then you have Trent Thompson with 4, Brian Malone with 6, Hunter Gosshorn with 2, Rakee Dawkins with 2, and Hunter Breon with 2. So the Bubblers doing a much better job of spreading the scoring around, but Gemby right now and Hoover keeping the Blue Devils well out in front. And every time the Bubblers seem to get close, Gemby takes a three-point shot. And the interesting thing of watching him play, if you watch the archive later and go back and rewind it, it seems like he's like a field goal kicker in warm-ups. He hits the three from right on the line, then he moves back 4 feet and hits a three. Then he moves back 4 feet and hits a three. Then he moves back 4 feet and hits a three again. So pretty soon he's going to be shooting those threes from half court and just draining them because that seems to be his MO right now. So again, Blue Devils come out to a fast start. This game has been up and down the floor with lots of action. Not a lot of fouls, but a lot of action in this game, a lot of end-to-end play. And the Blue Devils were up to the task in the first half. They lead 41-32. And we'll be right back after these words on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com and GameTimePA.com.
Hey, insurance companies that want to spend $1 gazillion on funny TV ads can go right ahead, as long as it's not my money paying for it. For seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance, I go to Erie Insurance, where a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products. But don't just take it from me. Talk to your local Erie agent.
Call Antrim Insurance. In Greencastle, call 593-0500. In Waynesboro, call 762-4565.
It's home equity season at F&M Trust. The best time of year to rake in big savings with some of the best rates around on a home equity loan or line of credit. To rake in your savings during home equity season, visit fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Have heating or air conditioning needs? Look no further than Lecron's Comfort Solutions. We service all brands: heat pumps, humidifiers, system replacements, gas, oil, electric heat, and ductless systems. Lecron's Comfort Solutions is your authorized Trane dealer. Call Corey at 717-597-3768 for a free estimate. We are licensed and insured. Lecron's Comfort Solutions. Local company, local name. Serving Greencastle and all of Franklin County with professional service and installation.
Brothers Pizza is a proud supporter of the Greencastle Blue Devils. Brothers Pizza offers a full menu, and breakfast is served 7 days a week. Don't forget Brothers Pizza for your next football party or special event. Our menu selection is great for football parties, birthdays, and other special occasions. Dine in, carry out, and delivery. 50 Pine Drive, Greencastle, next door to Comfort Inn. Phone 597-5322 or order online at mybrospizza.com.
Chalk Talk, the only program dedicated exclusively to Franklin County High School sports, is on MidPennBroadcasting.com. Join Gary Klein and Mike Montadoro every Thursday night at 7:30, streaming live from John Allison Public House, 104 East Baltimore Street in Greencastle. We talk with players, coaches, and reporters. You're invited to join the conversation. Email us your questions and comments during the show. Chalk Talk on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna
Just a little sample of the song the Blue Devils played on the bus on the way up here. And tonight's broadcast sponsored by your friends at F&M Trust. The staff at F&M Trust works hard to provide satisfaction and peace of mind. If you're feeling there must be a better local choice for your hard-earned money, you've come to the right place. F&M Trust, member FDIC. Interesting as we get ready to start this second half, the Blue Devils out of the locker room with well over 3 minutes still on the clock at halftime, while the Bubblers were still trying to figure out what they needed to do. So you got that feeling that the Blue Devils went into the locker room, and while they were in the locker room, they just couldn't sit still. And Coach Martin's trying to talk to them fine. He probably just said, all right, just keep doing what you're doing. Go out there and shoot. Because there's so much energy in the building right now. They're so excited about it. Just a great night. A great night right now by the Blue Devils. Our cameraman, Steve Sibio, and I looked at each other at the half, and Steve made a comment. It's like, wow, that might be one of the best halves of basketball we've seen the Blue Devils play this year. And I was like, in a long time. What a great half of basketball against a quality opponent, a quality basketball opponent. Again, the Bubblers last year Colonial Division champions. This year coming in 3-0, just upsetting Cumberland Valley 52-51 Wednesday night. I thought this was going to be a stiff challenge for the Blue Devils, a good test for them. And sure enough, here they are with the lead. Tonight's halftime show was brought to you by Erie Insurance, your local Erie Insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, and 1685 East Main Street, Waynesboro. Wow. We bring you right back to live action as I'm bringing the commercial in, and Malone drives down the lane, and Gemby, he runs into Gemby's leg, and Gemby that quickly picks up foul number 3. And again, that's been an issue for Gemby so far this year, as he gets himself into some foul trouble early. Malone misses the first one. He's going to shoot the second one now. Second one is good for Malone, so that gives him 7 points tonight. Here come the Blue Devils. Casey Hoover, Logan Springs. Logan finds Spencer Myers in the corner looking for a cutter. No, there's Sprague. Sprague inside. Now he kicks it out to Hoover. Hoover going to take the long three-pointer. Hoover drains the three. And the Blue Devils, whatever they eat for lunch today, they should eat every day. Here comes Breon. Breon to Malone. Malone to Barber. They get it over to Thompson. Thompson off the glass and in. Easy bucket for the Bubblers. Thompson has 6. Here comes Sammy Sprague with the basketball. Looking for a cutter in the motion offense to Myers down in the corner for 3. Myers' shot was long. Logan Springs tried to gather it up. He didn't. but Barber gets it right to Hoover. Hoover takes it up for the shot, and he gets fouled. So Hoover will shoot 2. And that foul is on number, I'm going to say 23, Garrett McHenry. That's his first foul. Hoover makes that one. He's got 19 in this game. But 7:02 to go. It's a 10-point lead for the Blue Devils, 45-35. Hoover shoots the second one off the rim, rolls around, and goes in. So Hoover with a cool 20. And the Blue Devils trail by 11. That's been their biggest lead of the night, all night. Barber coming out of the corner, tries to get the ball back to Thompson, and it gets picked off by Gemby. Gemby with the basketball. Gemby coming down the floor to Springs. Logan Springs. Down to Sprague. Sprague double team, finds Springs, now wide open Gemby. And Gemby off the rim, doesn't get that one to fall, so maybe he's cooled off a little bit at the break. Breon down to his left, takes it down the glass, doesn't get it to go. Gemby with the rebound, and here comes Gemby down the floor. Gemby dribbling, tries to get it to Sprague. Sprague couldn't get it, and then tried to put it off of someone's body, but he gave it to McHenry, and McHenry took it down, took the shot, got his own rebound, shot again, and McHenry got the shooter's touch, and he gets a roll on that basketball. It's 46-37. Blue Devils still in command with 6 minutes to go, third quarter. There's Casey Hoover to Sprague to Gemby. Gemby looking for a cutter. Malone knocks it away from him. And ball out on Boiling Springs. Rakee Dawkins checks in the game for the Bubblers. There's Casey Hoover inbounding the ball to Gemby. Gemby playing with 3 fouls out there. Gemby dribbles right, then left, pulls up, and gets a travel call. He wanted to pass it. He thought Casey was going to go inside, and Casey ended up going back, and so he stutter-stepped with the basketball, and that caused some problems. Dawkins with the basketball. Dawkins to Malone. Dawkins top of the key. His toes were on the line, so I don't think it would have been a 3. Didn't go anyway. McHenry tried to come out of there with it, and he lost the handle of the basketball. And here come the Blue Devils. Sam Sprague. Sprague with the ball. Sprague in the corner to Hoover. Hoover going to drive baseline. Pull up jumper. He can't miss. Why not? Why not keep shooting? Hoover's got 22. You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. And Hoover's got the ball again. Here he comes down through the paint. Eye off the glass. Gets the roll. Hoover is messing up my score sheet. He's got 24, and he's going to go to the line and shoot 1. Casey Hoover, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of 5 from the line tonight. That fouls on McHenry. His second. Hoover front of the rim doesn't go. And Logan Springs almost comes down with the rebound. Breon with the basketball, looking for someone to give it to. McHenry fakes the shot, tries to get it back to Breon. Logan Springs goes up for the steal. He gets cut underneath. Breon lands on the small of his back. And we got a call on Breon, and Breon's not at all happy with that call. That's his 3rd foul. He says he's going for the loose ball. Logan Springs checks out. Greencastle with the basketball. Gemby gets it into Hoover. Hoover dribbles to his left. It gets picked off by Malone. Malone out of bounds and then inbounds, then off of Gemby, then back to himself. And Malone finishes under the bucket. Malone's got 9. It's 50-39, 11 points. Separate the two as the Blue Devils lead. They find Myers as a cutter. Myers loses control of the basketball. And the Bubblers now have the ball, and we get a quick timeout by Coach Martin and the Blue Devils. We'll also take a timeout on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com and GameTimePA.com. Tonight's game brought to you by Home Equity Line of Credit of F&M Trust. Get rolling on big projects now with the F&M Trust Home Equity Line of Credit. Or you can free up extra cash by consolidating several high-interest bills into one monthly payment. For details, get rolling to fnmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender. We got some crazy action going on here tonight. Still an 11-point lead by the Blue Devils. Casey Hoover has 24 points in this game, and we still have 4:28 to go in the third quarter. He just may light the. He might get 100 tonight. One never knows. Here comes Dawkins. Dawkins with the basketball. He gets it over to Barber. Barber tries to get it to McHenry, top of the key. Sprague in McHenry's face. Now Malone. Malone was going to shoot it, decides not to, gives it to Breon. Now wide open Dawkins. Foul line jumper off the rim, nothing but McHenry. What a touch around the basket he has. And McHenry's got 12. 9-point game, 50-41. Blue Devils lead. Here comes Casey Hoover. Casey to Sprague. Casey Hoover for three off the back of the rim. He doesn't get it to go. Barber with the rebound. And Breon with the basketball. Hunter Breon to Barber. Now Malone in the corner by himself. Finds a wide open Dawkins under the basketball. Somebody left Dawkins wide open. He's now got 4, and we get another quick timeout on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com and GameTimePA.com.
Days are shorter now, and South Central PA is showing off her best fall colors. That means home equity season at F&M Trust. The best time of year to rake in big savings with some of the best rates around on a home equity loan or line of credit. Access extra funds for anything you want. Consolidate high-interest bills, keep up with college expenses, or get whatever you need. It's up to you. To rake in your savings during home equity season, visit any F&M Trust office or fmtrustonline.com. Restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.
Streaming live with over 70 local sporting events a year. This is midpenbroadcasting.com.
Bubblers chipping away at the Blue Devil lead, down by 7, 50-43, 3:28 to go in the third quarter. Sam Sprague has the ball, gets it to Gelsinger. Gelsinger drives the baseline, finds Hoover. Little bounce pass, nifty bounce pass to Hoover. Hoover dribbles out to the top of the key, back to Sprague. No cutters, there's a cutter now. Gemby with the basketball. Gemby gets the turn inside. Now all of a sudden Gelsinger, he doesn't want to take the shot, gets it back to Gemby. Gemby, Sprague, McHenry guarding Sprague. Sprague now takes it down the paint in the lane. He's going to get called offensive. That's Sprague's third foul. So you got Sprague and Gemby out there with 3 each, and Sprague's hurt. He's limping a little bit. Coach Martin said, "You're all right. Keep limping." All of a sudden, Dawkins with the basketball to Barber. Barber takes it down, tries to drive into the glass, and Spencer Myers is going to pick up a foul there. And Spencer just got to put his hands up and stand strong there. He turned his shoulders and let Barber run into him. But Barber's going to shoot 2. He's got 8 points tonight, his first time at the line. Myers has 2 fouls. 3 fouls on both teams. Bubblers have 3. Blue Devils have 3. Barber misses the first one. Barber 67% on the season. Second one, he does get that one to go. So Barber with 9 points. It's a 6-point game. 50-44. Blue Devils up by 6 with 2:41 to play. Hoover with the basketball, gets it to Echo, to Gemby. Gemby gets it out to Gelsinger, wide open. Gelsinger gives it to Hoover. Hoover dribbles on baseline, little pull-up jumper. It's off the glass, doesn't go. Gelsinger comes down with the rebound and loses the ball. Oh no, that ball was knocked out of his hands by the Bubblers, and the folks aren't too happy about that here. Hoover, a little turnaround jumper from underneath, doesn't go. Dawkins with the rebound, and here comes Hunter Breon. Breon to Dawkins. Dawkins directing traffic. Gets it to McHenry for three. McHenry takes a quick three-pointer, doesn't go. Malone gets the rebound, and then he puts it in. Looks like he pushed Gemby out of the way, but no call on that. As Malone now has 11, and it's a 4-point game. Blue Devils 50, Bubblers 46. Gemby with the basketball. Gemby gets it to Echo. Echo, long bounce pass to Hoover, gets picked off, and Malone comes down and he gets fouled. Echo gets the foul. Echo can't believe it was a foul. He thought for sure he had all ball off the glass. And now Echo's got a chance to get a tee here, but he's straightening out. They don't like to be showing up the officials. That's all. They just don't like you to act like that. So Malone's going to shoot two. Echo will pick up the foul. Malone makes the first one. Gives him 12. Second one is up. Off the rim, doesn't go. Echo with the rebound. Echo gets, they call travel. He gets kind of shoved out of bounds, and there's a travel call. Echo talking to officials. They don't want to hear it. It's a 3-point game, 50-47. Bubblers trail by 3. Malone has the ball top of the key. Blue Devils haven't had an answer from Malone. Now Breon from outside. He hits the three, and it's a tie basketball game. 50-50 with 1:32 to play in the third quarter. And Greencastle, Casey Hoover with the basketball, gets it to Gemby. Gemby's got Barber in his face everywhere he goes now. And Barber gets called for a block. That's Barber's first foul. So both teams with 4. Echo with the basketball, gets it to Gemby. Gemby tries to get around Barber. Drives down the paint. That ball gets hit out of bounds by McHenry of the Bubblers. So the Blue Devils will have the ball under the basket. Casey Hoover with the basketball, going to inbound it, find somebody that's open. Wide open is Gemby for 3. Somebody lost him. Off the rim, doesn't go. And the Bubblers have the basketball. Breon with the ball. 50 tie score. Both teams with 50. 1:03 to play, and Gelsinger gets called with a foul. That's Gelsinger's first foul, team 5th. Barber going to inbound the ball for the Bubblers. So the Bubblers work their way back in this thing after an 11-point deficit. And that ball knocked away by Echo. Greencastle picks it off. The turnover has occurred. Echo all by himself under the basket. And Malone with the block from behind, but he gets fouled. Echo does. So Echo will go to the line and shoot 2. And Malone will pick up his third foul. Both teams with 5. Echo going to shoot 2. First shot for Echo off the front of the rim, doesn't go. Josh Echo, 1 of 3 tonight. From the free throw line. Second one doesn't go. Now we got a jump ball situation, Gelsinger and Breon. Jump ball, the possession arrow is in favor of the Blue Devils. Game getting a little chippy out there. 5 fouls each. That ball right into Echo. Echo, nice inbound pass, and Echo finishes. He's got 5. 52-50, 36 seconds to go. Blue Devils lead. And the Bubblers throw it back court. Breon lets it go out of bounds. Blue Devils have the basketball. They're going to inbound it from the side. 27.8 to go. And Blue Devils going to try to make a little run here, get some points to extend the lead before the end of the third quarter. Hoover gets it to Myers. Back to Hoover. Here he goes, right into McHenry. And he gets called an offensive charge. And I don't know if these are great calls or not, but here's what I do know: the Blue Devils through the third quarter have been chippy at the officials. They've been talking to the officials every time there's been a call. They've been talking in their ears, and sometimes when you do that, things just don't go your way as the game goes on. Breon with the basketball. Gets it to Malone in the corner. Breon, Barber to McHenry. McHenry baseline, pull-up jumper. McHenry with that good touch around the basket. He gets it to fall. It's 52-52, 5 seconds to go. Third quarter, they get Gelsinger. Gelsinger shoots up a three off the front of the rim. Doesn't go. So we end the third quarter. Both teams 52 on the F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com and GameTimePA.com.
Have heating or air conditioning needs? Look no further than Lecron's Comfort Solutions. We service all brands: heat pumps, humidifiers, system replacements, gas, oil, electric heat, and ductless systems. Lecron's Comfort Solutions is your authorized Trane dealer. Call Corey at 717-597-3768 for a free estimate. We are licensed and insured. Lecron's Comfort Solutions. Local company, local name. Serving Greencastle and all of Franklin County with professional service and installation.
Live and local. This is MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Today's game is sponsored by F&M Trust, a community bank where first-name service, dependable value, and 100% local decisions make the difference. Visit fmtrustonline.com and come to the right place. Member FDIC. Well, we set up for a perfect fourth quarter. It's 52-52. We have 8 minutes of basketball to go. Both teams, well, Blue Devils 6 fouls, Bubblers have 5, so no real huge advantage there. And we're going to see who wants to win this game in the fourth quarter. Dawkins takes the long three, doesn't get it to go. Gelsinger comes out with the rebound, and Gelsinger gets it to Gemby. Gemby over to Gelsinger. Gelsinger looks to Myers. Myers down in the right corner all the way across to Gemby. Gemby's got Barber in his face. They get it to Myers. Myers to Gelsinger, wide open for three off the front of the rim. That doesn't go. McHenry pulls the ball off the floor, gets it to Breon. Hunter Breon with the basketball. Gets it over to Dawkins. Dawkins to Barber, back to Breon. Quick ball movement by the Bubblers. They find Barber wide open again. It doesn't go, but there's McHenry. He's thinking about taking it to the basket, but he's going to get fouled by Gelsinger. And Gelsinger picks up his second foul of the game. And now we got a substitution. Logan Springs checking in. We haven't seen Logan since he hit his back off the floor when he got undercut by Breon. I'm not suggesting Breon did it on purpose. Was the play in the game. So we're going to shoot a 1-and-1 here. McHenry at the line. McHenry gets the first one to go. He's 3 of 3 from the line. 53-52. 54-52, and this could be the first time that the Bubblers have taken a lead in this game. So 7:06 to do. Let's see how the Blue Devils play from behind. Hoover with the basketball. Gets it to Myers. Myers finds Logan Springs. Now Gemby. Gemby with Hoover on the cutter. Now Springs. Springs all the way across to Spencer Myers. Spencer Myers to Hoover. Standing in the orange basketball circle midcourt. Myers in the corner looking to echo. Knocked out of bounds by McHenry, but saved by Breon. And Thompson gets it and hands it to Breon, and here come the Bubblers with a 2-point lead. They find McHenry at the three-point line. He takes a shot. No one under the basket but Gemby, and he gets the rebound. Springs to Echo for three. Echo too far. Myers rebounds, hands it to Hoover. Hoover drives the lane. Hoover, amazingly enough, Casey Hoover, unbelievably, gets that bucket to fall. He's got 26. He call offensive. Oh, that might be the greatest call I've ever seen. And I mean that with some sarcasm. So Hoover drives into the bucket, puts it in, falls to the floor, and he gets called with an offensive foul. I'm already writing in the score sheet he's got 26 points, but he doesn't. Now he has 3 fouls. Here come the Bubblers. Malone with the basketball in the corner. He's trapped by Springs. Spinning all around. There's Springs again. This time Breon's got the ball. He pulls up for the short jumper off the glass, and Breon's got 2. He's got 7. It's a 4-point lead for the Bubblers, 56-52. Casey at the foul line, off the rim. No one under there but Thompson. Thompson has the ball. Hands it off to Breon. Logan Springs going to pressure him. Breon dribbles to his left, throws it to the right to Barber. Barber tries to beat Hoover down into the paint. He does. No shot. Foul on the floor. That foul is going to be on Logan Springs for a push. You can't push under there. He's got 2. .535. Going to shoot a 1-and-1. Breon gets the first one to go. So he's got 8 points. 4 shots. Second shot up and off the rim, doesn't go. But Malone with the rebound. Malone puts it up off the glass. He can't get it to go. That time he does. He gets the putback. Malone just out hustling everybody under the basket. He gets to shoot a foul shot at this point. And I don't know who that foul's on, but that could make a big difference right now. That could be somebody's. Yes, it is. That's Sam Sprague's 4th foul. So Blue Devils a little bit of foul trouble here. They got Sprague with 4, Hoover with 3, Gemby with 3, Springs with 2, Myers with 2. For the Bubblers, Hunter Breon has 3, Brian Malone has 3, McHenry with 2, and they got a couple other guys with 1. So the Bubblers right now, 59-52. Greencastle looks like they're just losing a little bit of their composure right here. Doing a little chippy to the officials, as we mentioned in the 3rd quarter. And now some calls haven't gone their way as this game has progressed. It slowed down tremendously, too. You know, it was up and down the floor. A lot of running in that first half. And the 3rd quarter, we've calmed it down tremendously. But don't forget, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Home Equity Line of Credit at F&M Trust. Get rolling on big projects with the F&M Trust Home Equity Line of Credit. For details, visit fnmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender. And every 3-point shot tonight was brought to you by Remax, Lois Bear of Greencastle. Malone at the foul line. Shooting one. Oh, that one doesn't go. Doesn't hit anything. So Malone does not get to finish the 3-point play. 59-52, Bubblers lead by 7. 5:32 to go in the game. Casey Hoover dribbles to his right. Gives it to Gemby. Gemby foul line. Pulls it up. The runner doesn't get the runner to go. Breon gets the handoff from Thompson. Coach Martin wanted the foul on the block. Breon from the foul line. Takes a shot back at the rim. Doesn't go. Sprague has the basketball. Sprague coming out. Blue Devils down by 7. Spencer Myers in the paint. Off the glass. Nothing. Myers shooting again. No shot. That time put up and in by Hoover. And Hoover does draw the foul that time. Hoover now has 26. He's got an opportunity to shoot an extra one. That foul is on number 3, Matt Barber. That's his 2nd foul. 59-54. Casey can make it 55, and he does. Casey makes it 55. He's got 27 points. Now comes Barber. Barber and Malone all by themselves. They have one guy to beat, Myers. And Malone takes it in for the easy basket. 61-55, Bubblers lead. Hoover to Gemby. Gemby to Springs. Logan Springs baseline. Tries to get it to Myers. McHenry pulls out with it. McHenry, nifty pass to Breon. Logan Springs chasing. Now Malone, bounce pass underneath, picked off by Gemby. Gemby with the basketball. Gemby gets it to Sprague. Sprague to Myers will take the long three-pointer. And Spencer Myers hits a long three. He now has 11. It's three-point game, 61-58. Barber tries to get to Malone like they did last time, 2-on-1, but a foot gets in the way, so they call it a kick. And Greencastle will maintain possession. We're going to take a timeout here with 4:01 to go. Blue Devils trail by 3, 61-58 on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com and GameTimePA.com.
Chalk Talk, the only program dedicated exclusively to Franklin County High School sports, is on midpennbroadcasting.com. Join Gary Klein and Mike Montadoro every Thursday night at 7:30. Streaming live from John Allison Public House, 104 East Baltimore Street in Greencastle. We talk with players, coaches, and reporters. You're invited to join the conversation. Email us your questions and comments during the show. Chalk Talk on midpennbroadcasting.com.
Are you ready? This is Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils basketball on midpennbroadcasting.com.
Don't forget to see us on Thursday night when we do Chalk Talk from the John Allison Public House in Greencastle. Come on in, tell Gary Klein you heard the broadcast, and he'll buy you a beer or an iced tea or a soda, whatever beverage you like. So, well, I don't mean it like that. You can know Long Island iced teas. 61-58, Blue Devils trail by 3. Malone gets the ball to McHenry. Back to Malone. Malone inside to Barber. Now find a wide open McHenry for 3. And McHenry buries the three-pointer. And things are not looking so good for the Blue Devils right now. McHenry has 19. He had 20 couple points Wednesday night against Cumberland Valley. 64-58. The Blue Devils trail by 6. Hoover gets it to a wide open Myers. Myers up off the glass. And Spencer Myers having a night. He's got 13. McHenry with the basketball. Gets it ahead to Malone. Malone slows it down. He's going to hand it to Breon. Give it to the ball handler. Barber all by himself. They're slowing it down on purpose. The Bubblers have spread the floor out. And they're trying to slow down the basketball and use every possession as much time as they can. Barber with the basketball to Thompson. Thompson getting trapped, so he gives it to Barber. Barber to Malone. There they are playing catch. Now to McHenry. He'll take the three. He's got the hot hand. It doesn't get it to go. But underneath, Barber gets the rebound, turns around, throws it at the basket while he's falling to the ground. And they're going to call a foul on that. I think that foul is going to be on number 5, Spencer Myers. That's his third foul. Barber will shoot 2. First one doesn't get the fall, so he's 1 of 3 from the line. And now Barber will shoot the second shot of the night for this one play. There it is. Barber gets the second one to go. So Barber's got 10 in this game. And it's a 65-60 game, 5-point lead for the Bubblers with 2:57 to play. Casey Hoover, ball to Myers. Myers into the paint, takes it, pulls up, hits the jumper. Myers got 15. He's trying to get in this thing. Here come the Bubblers. Malone right back underneath. Wide open is Barber. And they're just going down the floor 2-on-1 and making some easy conversions. The Blue Devils are working hard to get in this thing, and then the Bubblers go right down and score. Spencer Myers dribbling, spin move. Now he's in the paint. Thought he was going to take the shot, passes it to Sprague, and Sprague able to finish. He's got his first bucket of the night, Sammy Sprague does, and we have a quick timeout on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com and GameTimePA.com.
It's home equity season at F&M Trust. The best time of year to rake in big savings with some of the best rates around on a home equity loan or line of credit. To rake in your savings during home equity season, visit fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Are you ready? This is Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils basketball on midpennbroadcasting.com.
Everybody feels like doing a little bit of dancing tonight. 67-64, Blue Devils trail by 3 with 2:21 to go in this basketball game. We have seen a dandy, and it has been up and down the floor. Not a lot of fouls in this game. Blue Devils do have 10 now, so Bubblers in the double bonus. That ball caught by Breon. That was a crazy play. Great athletic play by Breon. He catches the ball, it's going to go out of bounds, and somehow gets it to go in the bucket. He's got 10 points, and they have back to a 5-point lead. Casey Hoover to Sprague. Sprague looks for Springs as the cutter. Logan Springs cuts through the lane on the motion offense, gets his points. And now Breon back down the floor, going end-to-end, coast to coast. Breon gets called with an offensive charge. Breon picks up foul number 4, and you got 1:55 to go in this game. 69-66, 3-point game, 1:50 to go. This is a tough one. If the Blue Devils can't come out and win this, this is a heartbreaker. Logan Springs to Sprague, looking to Sprague. Nope, this time Myers. Now Sprague all by himself underneath again, and Sprague's got 4. Now it's a 1-point game, 69-68. There goes Dawkins. Dawkins high off the glass, doesn't get it to go, but Dawkins gets his own rebound, then blocked by Logan Springs. Before McHenry takes the 3, the Bubblers call a timeout with 1:27 to go in the game. Greencastle trails by 1 on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com and GameTimePA.com.
Hey, insurance companies that want to spend a gazillion dollars on funny TV ads can go right ahead, as long as it's not my money paying for it. For seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance, I go to Erie Insurance, where a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products. But don't just take it from me. Talk to your local Erie agent.
Call Antrim Insurance. In Greencastle, call 593-0500. In Waynesboro, call 762-4565.
Chalk Talk. We talk high school basketball every Thursday night at 7:30 on midpennbroadcasting.com.
Welcome back to Boiling Springs, as we're down to a 1-point game at 1:27 to go. Bubblers in the lead. Breon with the basketball. Breon gets it to McHenry. McHenry loses the handle of the ball, but somehow gets it picked up. And the Blue Devils steal the basketball under the basket. Here comes Gemby. Gemby gets it to Hoover. Hoover at the glass, doesn't get it to go, and the Bubblers come back. McHenry with the basketball, looking behind them, slowing it down. 1 minute to go. 69-68, Bubblers lead. Foul. 58. Now there's Barber with the basketball. Gelsinger, they double team Barber, they get it to Breon, they find a wide open McHenry, he gets it to Barber. Barber with the ball to Springs. And you got the little push by McHenry. McHenry to Barber to get it to Malone. Malone with the basketball to Barber. Then they find Thompson wide open underneath, and Thompson converts. And here comes Greencastle, down 3. Hoover takes it down the lane. He gets called with an offensive charge. And the Bubblers will have the basketball, but they're going to take a quick timeout here. They got 26.2 seconds to go. They're down by 1. I don't know, man. I think I would have fouled down there. I think I would have fouled him down by 1. Put him on the line. I think I would have put him on the line and tried something. Instead, they get Thompson wide open underneath. At least the problem is, even though Thompson makes that bucket, they can make 2 foul shots, but no time runs off the clock, so you still have time to come down, set up for a 3 to tie it, or get a 2 and then foul again and then and then you could get this thing. And I don't even like that whole fouling at the end of the game, but I think this is the situation where it could work to your favor. Now you're down by 3, and the Bubblers have the ball. So now if you foul, you got a chance to be down by 5. Thompson with the basketball. And there they go. You get a quick foul on Thompson. I don't know who that foul's on. It looks like it's going to be on number 22. If that foul's on Hoover, that's his 4th foul. And Thompson will shoot 2 since they're in a double bonus. And he's 2 of 2 from the line tonight. Thompson makes the first one. He's got 9 points. Second shot also. So now it's a 5-point lead. Thompson 4-4. It's 73-68. 20 seconds to go. Hoover going to shoot the 3. And Casey Hoover hits the 3. He's got 30 points on the button tonight. And now McHenry with the basketball. The Blue Devils steal it. Hoover puts the shot up, doesn't get it to go. Here comes Logan Springs. Oh, find Gemby. Now Hoover with the basketball. Can he get 33? Almost. Almost. Then we get a foul here on the floor. Wow. I mean, you like the Hoover's got the hot hand out there, man, but Gemby's standing out here. You want to find when Myers has the ball, hand it to Gemby because he's going to light it up from out there. But it's 73-71. That foul is on number 3, Logan Springs. That's his 4th foul. And that puts Barber on the line to shoot 2. Barber 2 of 3 from the foul line. Barber makes the first one. So he's got 13 points. It's a 3-point game again with .3 on the clock. Second one for Barber. Puts it out of reach. 75-71. Barber hits the second one. And the ball's thrown up off the glass. Doesn't go. Myers throws it. No good. And the Blue Devils cannot hold on this one into the 4th quarter. And Boiling Springs wins 75-71. We'll be back to wrap this all up right after these words on the F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com and GameTimePA.com.
Hello.
Okay, people, here's your chance to come clean. Been punished? What did you do?
I backed into a tree.
I got dinged at the mall.
I hit black ice, then a parked car.
And your punishment was?
They raised my auto premium.
Here's how to stop the punishment. Get Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. With Rate Lock, you'll get a low rate that stays low, even if you file a claim. You're locked in until you change cars, drivers, or your address.
Oh.
Which means when you call on us, you'll feel like you're supposed to feel. Relieved.
For complete details or to get a seriously good quote, call Antrim Insurance. In Greencastle, call 593-0500. In Waynesboro, call 762-4565.
See for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with Erie. Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage. Insured must meet necessary underwriting guidelines. Premium may change if you make policy changes. Not all products are offered in all states. Patent pending.
Your home for Franklin County sports. This is MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Heartbreaker tonight for the Blue Devils, leading the whole game into the end of the 3rd quarter, and then losing by 4, 75-71. Blue Devils go down, and this will be a tough one as Coach Martin gathers the team and gets everybody together. Should be a tough one, and see how they respond to this and come back from it, because this could be a tough one to regroup from. But they gave every effort they had tonight. They came off the bus. They were ready to play. I think they shocked Boiling Springs all the way into the 3rd quarter. Then Boiling Springs kind of slowed it down a little bit, so they weren't running up and down the floor, and Boiling Springs able to hang on. But let's run down some scoring tonight and check it all out. For Logan Springs, he had 4 for the Blue Devils. Spencer Myers had a big night, 15 for the Devils. Sammy Sprague had 4. Casey Hoover with 30 points tonight. Gemby with 12 and Echo with 5. And that gave you 71 points for the Blue Devils. For the Bubblers, Matt Barber finished the night with 14 points. Hunter Breon finished the night with 10 points. Rakee Dawkins finished with 4. Hunter Gosshorn with 2. Brian Malone had 16. The leading scorer for the Bubblers, Garrett McHenry, had 19. And Trent Thompson had 10. So 75 points for the Bubblers, 71 for the Blue Devils. Greencastle again loses a heartbreaker. A game that, man, just looked like everything was going their way, and Casey Hoover had a magical night, but unable to finish. We'll check us out next week. We'll be back live broadcasting the Greencastle Blue Devils as we follow them all over the country to play basketball. So check us out live. Again, everyone, have a great night. For Steve Sibio, I'm Mike Montadoro. A good evening, everyone.
Tonight's game has been a production of MidPennBroadcasting.com. We're over 70 local sporting events a year streamed live to your PC, laptop, phone, and tablet. The play-by-play action was sponsored by F&M Trust. They're in the community and 100% local. Come to the right place for local banking. Member FDIC. Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent. RE/MAX Premier Executives, Agent Lois Bayer. Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 35 years. Brothers Pizza Dine-In, carry-out and delivery, 50 Pine Drive, Greencastle. Lacron Comfort Solutions, serving all Franklin County with professional service and installation. Klein Tours, New York City, Atlantic City, and more. Visit kleintours.net for complete tour schedule. This is MidPennBroadcasting.com, your home for Franklin County sports.